Before we start, a round without the spike plant lasts up to 1 minute and 40 seconds, so relax, no need to rush. I split the Valorant into 3 main parts: information, skill of the players, and use of information. If you check angles poorly and die in the process, or you make too much noise while getting back control, you're giving the enemy team a lot of information and advantage. No matter how hectic it gets, try to stay calm. Step 1. Master your crosshair placement. Crosshair placement is the bread and butter of clearing angles. How to do it? Before peeking a corner, place your crosshair at head height and keep it on the angle while clearing it. Tip: don't point your crosshair exactly to the corner, since the headshot hitbox has a little distance between the wall and the enemy's head. While you're peeking, keep as much distance between you and the corner you clear, because the person further away gets to see the opposing player first. Step 2. Slicing the cake. A big mistake I see throughout all ranks is the clearing of corners while fully shifting. The solution for that is a technique used by the military that is based on splitting the corners into pieces while peeking. You call this slicing the pie. You tap strafe between A and D, just enough to not make a noise, but keep the momentum up and get a jump on the enemy. A small tip to get a jump on the enemy is to crouch just right before you make contact. You can also pre-fire if you don't plan on going silently. I recommend that you find a good sensitivity to at least make a clean 180-degree turn to clear angles like this one is split B-heaven. When to peek or swing. Swinging is a term for peeking in a wide angle at full speed. It's dangerous since the enemy players can hear you and get ready to fire back. The goal is to throw the enemy player off and get a surprise jump on him. The best method is to sneak up to the angle silently and swing just right shortly before contact. This works best if you have info on the position of the enemies and if they are distracted. This should not be your go-to way of peeking, and should be used with caution, since it gets you killed easily because of lack of cover. How and when to spray. Step 1. Mastering recoil. To effectively spray, you need to master your recoil. You don't need to be able to control every single bullet perfectly, but you should be able to control your weapon. To train your recoil control, you should split up the recoil pattern into learnable patterns. As an example, the Phantom goes up right, left, right, left. You mirror that movement to control it. But learning all at once is not a great way to do it, so you start with the part that goes mostly straight down. After you feel comfortable, you should attach the next part, which will be going right, adding it to the first part of going down. Keep in mind, since bloom exists in Valorant, bullets will deviate, so the further you are away, the more likely it is to miss a bullet, even with pretty good recoil control. When to spray. The closer you are towards your target, the better it is to spray. You spray at close distances, because it's faster than tapping or bursting multiple enemies at close distance. You should not try to spray targets from far distances, but there is no rule carved into stone telling you from what distance you should and should not spray from. So you should go into the firing range as shown here and test your limits. If you're not able to deal 150 damage as fast as possible, you're better off bursting or tapping your opponent. Counter-strafing for long ranges. Counter-strafing is a method you can use as a replacement for spraying at long ranges, in some scenarios. You run left and right continuously. Every time you switch directions, you come to a stop for a very short amount of time. That is the opening you can use to fire 1 to 3 bullets. They will be accurate since you're fully still during that quick period. It's pretty effective since you're not an easy shot for your opponent, while being able to shoot back at them. This works great while peeking around corners as well. Quick thanks to Envy to bringing up the video idea. And to my friend Kshe, who helped me out with the video clips.